Bismillah, my brothers and sisters. We live in a time where patience is tested at every turn, and gratitude is often overshadowed by what we don't have, rather than what we do have. But as believers, we are reminded that these two qualities, patience and gratitude, are not just virtues, they are acts of worship. The Prophet ﷺ, how wonderful is the affair of a believer. Every matter is good for him. If something good happens, he is grateful, and that is good for him. If something bad happens, he is patient, and that is good for him. Patience in hardship is not just about enduring pain, it's about understanding that every struggle carries a purpose. Sometimes when life hits us with difficulties, we start questioning, why is this happening to me? But the reality is, no hardship comes without meaning. Every tear you shed, every moment of frustration, every silent prayer in the middle of the night, it's all seen by the one who never forgets, never overlooks, never abandons. Think about the moments in your life when you felt the most broken. Didn't those moments also bring you closer to Allah? Didn't they force you to turn to Him in ways you never did when things were easy? That's the beauty of hardship. It pushes us to places we never thought we'd go. It strengthens our reliance on Allah, and it humbles us in ways that ease never could. And sometimes we don't realize that our patience today is building something far greater for us than we can see. When you hold on through a trial, you are making an investment that you may not see immediate returns on, but one that will be waiting for you when you need it most. Because nothing you endure for the sake of Allah is ever wasted. Every sigh, every sacrifice, every ounce of pain is being recorded not to burden you, but to elevate you. The challenge is that we live in a world of instant results. We want healing now, solutions now, relief now, but patience teaches us that real growth happens in the unseen. Just like a seed buried deep underground, struggling through the dirt before it breaks through the surface, you may not see the wisdom behind your pain immediately, but that doesn't mean it isn't there. Allah is growing you, shaping you, preparing you for something greater, and while the pain may feel unbearable in the moment, know that with every hardship there is something greater being written for you, something that when you finally see it, will make you say, it was all worth it. Gratitude isn't just something we say, it's something we live. Too often, we limit gratitude to a few words. Alhamdulillah for everything, but real gratitude goes beyond the tongue. It's reflected in our actions and our perspective, in the way we treat what we've been given. Think about how many blessings we take for granted every single day. The ability to wake up in the morning, breathe without struggle, see the world around us, have food on the table, people who care about us. These are things we rarely stop to appreciate until they are taken away. Gratitude is not just recognizing what you have, but realizing that nothing you have is owed to you. It's all a gift. And the way you handle a gift says a lot about your appreciation for the giver. Real gratitude means using what you've been given in a way that pleases the one who gave it to you. If you are blessed with wealth, gratitude is not just saying Alhamdulillah, it's using that wealth to help those in need. If you have knowledge, gratitude is sharing it, not hoarding it. If you have time, gratitude is not wasting it on things that don't benefit you. Every blessing we have is an opportunity. Either we use it in a way that increases it, or we neglect it and risk losing it. And sometimes gratitude is found in the moments we least expect. It's easy to be grateful when everything is going well, but true gratitude shows in how we respond when things don't go our way. It's in trusting that even when we don't get what we want, we still have what we need. It's in looking at what's missing and still saying there's something to be thankful for here. Because the reality is, gratitude is not just about what's in your hands, it's about what's in your heart. Patience is often misunderstood. People think it means doing nothing, just waiting for the hardship to pass, sitting in silence as the storm rages on. But patience isn't passive. It's one of the hardest, most active struggles you will ever endure. It's holding yourself together when everything inside of you is breaking. It's choosing trust over despair, persistence over giving up, faith over fear. When you face a difficulty, patience doesn't mean you just accept it and stop trying. It means you push forward even when you don't see immediate results. It means you cry, you pray, you struggle, but you keep going. It's in the moments when giving up feels easier, yet you refuse to let go of hope. Think about the times in your life when you felt like you couldn't handle another day of pain, another day of waiting, another day of unanswered prayers. But you did, you made it through. And that wasn't by accident, that was patience. It was the strength that kept you standing when everything around you was falling apart. Patience isn't weakness, it's restraint when anger tempts you to lash out. It's wisdom when emotions tell you to react impulsively. It's trusting that even though you don't have all the answers now, Allah's plan is unfolding in ways you can't yet see. And that trust, that struggle to remain steadfast, even when your heart is tired, is what transforms hardship into something meaningful. Because patience is not just about waiting, it's about how you wait. Gratitude in times of ease is one of the greatest tests of character. When life is hard, when we are desperate for relief, we remember Allah, we beg Him for help, we cry in sujood. But when life is good, when the doors of blessings open, when the struggle turns into ease, that's when true gratitude is revealed. Because the real test isn't in how you call upon Allah when you need Him, but in how you remember Him when you feel like you don't. Ease can be dangerous because it creates the illusion of control. When things are going well, it's easy to think, I did this. My hard work, my intelligence, my effort. But gratitude reminds us that nothing we have is purely by our own doing. It humbles us before the one who gave us the ability to work, to achieve, to succeed. It reminds us that the blessings we enjoy today could have just as easily been given to someone else or taken away from us. And the moment we stop being grateful, we begin to feel entitled. We start looking at what we have as if we deserve it, instead of recognizing it as a gift. That's when arrogance creeps in, when we start seeing our success as a reflection of our greatness rather than Allah's mercy. But gratitude keeps us grounded. It reminds us that every single blessing, our health, our wealth, our opportunities, even the people in our lives, is not just something we own, but something we are entrusted with. Real gratitude is not just saying, Alhamdulillah, when things are good. It's using our blessings in a way that pleases Allah. It's recognizing that the way we handle ease determines whether that ease remains a blessing or turns into a test. Because the reality is, gratitude is not about how much you have, it's about how much you acknowledge that what you have is not truly yours. Patience and gratitude are like two wings, they must work together for the believer to stay balanced. If you try to fly with only one, you will struggle. Too much patience without gratitude can make you feel burdened, as if life is only about enduring hardship. Too much gratitude without patience can make you unprepared for the tests that will inevitably come. But when they move together, when you learn to be patient in trials and grateful in ease, that's when you soar. Patience keeps you steady when life pulls you down. It teaches you to endure without losing hope, to trust without seeing the full picture, to keep moving forward even when the weight of your struggles feels unbearable. It is the wing that keeps you from falling when the winds are strong, when your heart is heavy, when the road ahead looks uncertain. Without it, even the greatest blessings can feel distant, because you will always be waiting for the next hardship to break you. But patience alone is not enough. Gratitude is the other wing. It lifts you. It allows you to see the beauty in what you have instead of focusing on what you lack. It shifts your perspective, making even the smallest blessings feel like treasures. It prevents hardship from overwhelming you because it reminds you that even in your pain there is still good, still mercy, still a reason to say Alhamdulillah. Gratitude doesn't just exist in times of ease, it exists in the